Okay, hello. Welcome everybody. We are going to finish this game. This is Space Cadet Rewind. I am playing Wing Commander Saga. If your attack is going well, it is an ambush. Good tip. So thank you, phone, for reminding me to silence you. Okay.
Second ship watch standards.
Yeah, I am gonna finish this come hell or high water. If I have to be here at 12 a.m. still playing, I'm gonna do it. Gonna get to the end of this game. I don't remember if we, I think we didn't watch the briefing, so we'll, give it a watch.
Officers and crew of the Confederation Navy, this is Admiral Rumley. It is official.
Good evening,
After the successful
Pops.
detonation of the prototype model on a seismographic fault in the Hyperion system today,
I think we did see
President
this part.
Quinson and the Scientific Warfare Panel are debating the use of the Temblor bomb in 6 instances, including that of attacking the Kilrathi homeworld. Expecting a positive decision within a few days, Confed HQ has decided to go ahead and commence operations to prepare the deployment of the Temblor bomb against the Kilra system. As you may know, the Kilrathi have been gathering a sizable fleet in the Hrith system, in opposition
Yeah, I
to our
remember
own
this.
here
Yeah,
in
we
Freya.
saw this.
Settle down,
Let's
Galahad.
do the
We're back
briefing.
on the job. I'll quickly fill you in on the events of the past few hours. We've just received reports that the Kilrathi have finally realized we control the jump point to Kilra. They seem to have taken exception to a few hundred Confederation warships sitting on their doorstep and finally decided to reinforce the struggling Kilrathi forces in the system. We are going to do everything we can to keep them from doing so. The last of our carriers have just arrived with more supply convoys. The rest of the recently resupplied fleet has been given the responsibility of taking out every furry paw in this system. By the end of the day, we want Freya to be completely under Confed control. Strike groups from multiple carriers are being ready to handle any identified threats. This is going to be a bad day for any warfighter with a tail. We've been informed that contact with the 23rd Cruiser Squadron has been lost. They were the blockade squadron on picket duty near the Hrsith jump point. Command sent in the Langley to investigate, and now we've lost contact with her as well. The Admiral's sending in the Galahad squadron to investigate. Alpha Wing, made up of myself, Sandman, Avatar, and Psychopath, will fly a 3-point patrol route in an attempt to regain communication with the carrier. We can assume the Cat reinforcements were waiting for the Langley to separate herself far enough from the rest of the fleet to ensure a deadly stroke. Hopefully, we won't be too late. I can guarantee you one thing. When we find the Langley, or what's left of her, we will find the bulk of the Kilrathi left in Freya. Viking will soon brief Bravo on their assignments. Alpha, we launch in 10. Get to your fighters. Dismissed.
Okay. Deal with whatever crisis has arisen.
Galahad Alpha, you are clear to launch.
Oh, don't forget to press the let me see the HUD button.
Galahad's get clear and set course for Nav 1.
Roger that. We're set to go.
Engage autopilot.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Excaliburs, thank God. We could use a little help.
From the looks of it, you could use a lot of help.
Sir, I'm detecting a Zartoth in the area.
Our first priority is the fighters attacking the friendly. We've got to do all we can to preserve our own ships. However, keep an eye on the Zartov and make sure it doesn't get away in one piece.
Affirmative.
Yeah, we got that Zartov. No more screwing with our sensors and comms. That was awesome. Well, you and Dom.
Right, this thing, Excalibur, is still insanely overpowered. just ridiculous.
Excaliburs, we're in bad shape. Our missiles are
This
expended.
is not the
we're
Wing
running on
Commander
fumes,
versus the
and we have
Bugs.
multiple
That's Wing
system
Commander
failures.
Prophecy.
We have to fall back. We need you to assist the Langley. We're sending you to her last known position.
This is Wing Commander Saga, which is a
Affirmative.
fan
Yourselves home in
game
one piece. We'll
basically
take care of the
set
Langley.
concurrently
Good luck.
with Wing
Godspeed.
Commander 3.
Wing, form up and follow me.
Proceed to next waypoint.
I could see how you might make that mistake. It kind of looks similar.
Sir, I'm detecting Hellcats and Longbows ahead, engaging 2 enemy destroyers and multiple Kilrathi fighters.
Looks like those two also wanted to pay the Langley a visit. We should take up permanent positions as ass savers. Yeah, I'll order you off business cards later.
Yeah, see, there's a Kilrathi. So, I keep forgetting, what's the button to, like, target, subsystem? Like, I could turn it off, but, well, whatever. Oh, they're locking on to me. That was a mistake. I was gonna leave you alone. I have a very particular set of skills. Biggest problem with the Excalibur is that it doesn't carry torpedoes. Oh, those are destructible? Wonder what that does, if it does anything. Destroying those red things, whatever they are. I wonder why nobody talks about the movie. Yeah, that movie was, well, let's just say I was not a fan of it. It's like a, you know, popcorn, blockbuster action movie with no action scenes.
Thanks for lending a hand. No problem, man. Hey, it looks like the Langley's assets are spread out all over the place. What's happening?
The cats have been hitting the Langley with strike after strike from multiple directions, slowly bleeding off our flight deck. They are scattering us and overwhelming us with numbers.
What about the picket unit near the Hriths jump point? How are they holding up?
Lost contact.
Everybody
Maybe
has their
fighting
own
her
way of
last battle,
pronouncing
maybe dead.
Hriths.
Probably dead and the jump
Assist.
point wide open, considering the number of cats around.
Well, is there any good news?
The Langley was still alive the last time I checked. That's got to count for something.
That passes for good news.
Back off, man. I don't make the news, I just report it.
They just have the worst
I guess
technology.
That's the difference between you and me, then. I make the news, dude. I make things happen.
Yes.
Stand down, both of you. Langley
Ow,
fighters, be
the
advised we are
edge.
headed to
I
the
love this
Pacific jump
guy.
point.
Then we're coming with you.
Negative. You can't keep
I
up, and
make
time
the
is of the
news,
essence.
dude.
Besides, we need you available to escort these bombers. There's no telling what the Langley has blundered into, and we might need some strike power to put it down.
Yes, sir.
Oh god, don't even get me started on the
Proceed to next
Pilgrims.
waypoint.
Like, they tried to have their own version of the Force, but then they, like, pre-midichlorians it. You know, it's not fate or whatever, it's genetics. To just piss absolutely
So about
everyone
those
off.
business cards, Colonel, I was thinking of the slogan, no ass too big or small. Stow it. Langley, this is Galahad Alpha. We're here to assist. It's like you aren't on your own after all.
You're not a moment too soon, Galahad.
His superpower is that he's really good at math.
We'll try to provide you with some turret cover to keep the fighters off your tail.
I have to admit, that was pretty good. I'm impressed.
I mean, honestly, Maniac was like the least of that movie's
Sure,
problems.
looks like they've got another Zartov in the area, running
I
ECM.
don't really have a problem with
Great. Just great.
that
Galahads,
Maniac.
engage.
Aside from, you know, the absolutely insane and destructive stunt that he pulled, which is like, not, doesn't seem believable that anybody would do that. Whoops. Okay. Very few consequences for crashing into things in this game. Significantly less than in actual Wing Commander games. Well, maybe they, I don't know, in like 1 and 2 and Privateer, they might have, this might be in line with what it's like in Prophecy, I don't remember. I mean, Pilgrims, they're basically like Gundam's new types. They're just like, they've been out in space for so long that it changed them, and they're like, they've got an instinct for navigation, which translates to Maverick can like calculate the whatever he needs to calculate to go through a jump faster than a computer can. Somehow. Yeah. No, when he like
That was awesome.
that scene, Todd, that's just like Top Gun nonsense. I'm talking about the one that gets his girlfriend killed.
Langley, this is Galahad Leader. What is your situation?
We are seriously messed up, Galahad Leader. We've got damage pretty much every major system. As far as we can tell, we've lost a large portion of our fighter wing. We've been out of touch with any survivors thanks to Zartov. One way or the other, it's going to be a while before we're back in fighting shape again.
What happened, Langley?
Too much info, so little time. Let's just say, everything went downhill when Deathfang and the Wrathcard jumped back in the system.
Oh, roger that.
Langley, it's good to see you
I
in one
mean,
piece.
to
Colonel
be
Jones,
fair
we
about
followed your
a
orders
human
and escorted these
traitor, I mean,
longbows in. There are more
that
friendly
is-
fighters on the way.
the Mandarins are a thing in Wing
That should
Commander
tide us
2.
over for now, Galahad Leader. Tsunamis are holding off the Wrathcar's fighters at the jump point. The remaining capital ships are fighting and delaying action. Go, help them out.
I mean, I've been thinking about this. Our business card should
I guess
say
it's
that
kind of a
we're
different
equal
situation in the
opportunity
movie.
passengers. We save all types. Ships, fighters, women, preferably hot ones with small waists and big knockers. Shut the hell
Obnoxious
up
to the
before I cut off your
end.
balls.
And we've just re-established contact with the main fleet. Reinforcements are on their way, but you will
That was
definitely get
3,
there first.
Todd.
We'll go. Galahads, let's move.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Yeah, the Kilrathi are basically not a threat in 4.
Galahad leader, you shouldn't have come here. It's a trap. Oh, come on, as if we didn't see that coming.
Okay.
Lives mean so little.
Something weird happened there.
Why then do you squeal so shrilly when I steal your lives from you? As much as I have taken anything of value.
I don't know if that Kilrathi capital ship was supposed to blow up.
Got bang you, Utak. Didn't your mother ever tell you not to play with your food?
Yeah, so the other parts are on, like, if you go to my channel, there's like a live tab, you know, there's like home, videos, and then there's live, it's just, you know, stream archives. That's how I've been playing this game on stream.
I was hoping your pathetic commanders would have the wisdom to send a larger force. I will have to make do with the meager offering they have sent my direction. I shall enjoy watching you die, Jones. That was awesome.
There he is.
I've got new
Death
sensor
Fang.
contacts. We've got multiple Kilrathi fighters powering up.
This game
They must have
is
been hiding
longer
in the
than
debris.
TIE Fighter. It is long as hell. Yeah, they just keep interrupting each other.
Stay. So,
Okay.
Jones, you hellish filth ridden evil. I will hit your heart and Yeah, and spit it out, Aaron. I know the routine. Find some new material, moron. So many shitbags. So few missiles. I'm running near empty.
Yeah, don't forget to find the thing that shows you the replay of the chat. It's kind of hidden, which is annoying. But yeah, you definitely want to see what the chat is saying. That's like half the experience.
There's a guy in your 6.
There he is. It's like, they'll never see me. And it like walks into a lamppost.
You're starting to piss me off.
There he is again.
We've still got a lot of cats launching from the raft guard. The odds are definitely getting stacked against us.
Sir, I'm getting massive sensor readings. We've got a whole lot of incoming. IFF is friendly.
Venom can't possibly think of having a party without us.
Oh no, it's the house guy again.
I'd say those cats are pretty much screwed.
But yeah, this game is long as hell. A lot of content.
the Invincible. We figured we owed you one. You can consider our debt paid today in the form of one. One Alpha Strike. Loaded, locked, and ready to rock. They are inbound on your position.
That still will not be enough. You cannot hope to stand against us.
I like how it's like showing his position because he's talking to us on the HUD. I don't know if that was intentional, but it's pretty funny. Wow, he's
Long time
mad.
no see, Hermes fighters. May we join the party?
Hey, yes, thanks. I hope you've been monitoring our comm channels for Overboard data. It's like you and your pals are about to experience the galaxy's largest cast king, and you've got front row seats.
Social integrity failing. We've got 3 carrier wings. That's our honorable challenge.
A lot of lines are getting cut off in this mission for some reason, which has not really been a thing before now.
I responded with such disgusting weakness. All units, prepare to retreat.
I am
So he can
really not
unleash his
doing
law
well.
another day.
What's wrong, Deathbag?
Gonna run again.
What happened to your duty and honor to stay on the
Getting
battlefield?
kind of sick of this guy. I was hoping he'd be dead this mission.
2 other carriers to fight us. I refused until a battle with odds as shameful as these.
That was awesome. Will you adopt me?
TIE fighter when? I mean, I'm like, let's say, yeah, about halfway done writing it. So, whatever that means. Predator missiles. I don't know if I can do anything about that. Probably not. Oh, didn't even matter. Oh, he's still here. I guess that's one way to measure it. Alright, come on, where are you? Yeah, weird, it did like the decloaking sound, but he never showed up. There he is. I did not make this mod. I don't remember their website, but if you just search for Wing Commander Saga, you will find their website, and you could download it for free. And you don't even need Free Space 2. It's a standalone thing. This punk just die already. Gonna wait for him to show up again. Kind of annoying because he keeps decloaking as soon as his shields go down. Can I talk to him? Can I do like a taunt? Let's see. Messaging keys. Oh yeah, I was writing the TIE Fighter video. No, it doesn't look like you can taunt in this game. Too bad. Like maybe I can just go all guns. Oh, is he running? What a punk.
Will be different. Live until another encounter with me. This I swear.
Okay, well.
Area appears secure, sir.
He
The
ran
Kilrathi
away.
have all either been destroyed or jumped out.
Then let's call it a day. We appreciate the help, Colonel.
I thought it high time I come to the rescue for a change.
Damn. After that scrap, I have a bottle of Farika's finest in my locker that is just calling my name.
Farika mentioned.
Not anymore, it ain't. 36, 32, 34 rubber miles measurements. You've got to come up with better locker codes.
You son of a bitch! You are definitely buying that.
In a liquor, I think Galahad Squadron owes us a lifetime's worth.
If a drink is all I owe you for saving my life, I'll give you access to my bar tab anytime.
Might want to be careful, rookie. You've seen me drink before.
Admiral Rumley here. Let me keep this short by extending congratulations to all involved today. Pilots, return to your respective carriers, and once again, job well done.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Was the DX number like the megahertz? The frequency?
Mission complete.
Welcome back, pilots. Beautiful work out there.
I just wish we could have bagged Deathfang and the Rot Guard. Other than that, though, it was a pretty good mission.
Speaking of beautiful, how about a well-done drink with your flyboy guardian angels?
Depends on who's buying.
Psychopath.
Psychopath. The votes have it. Psychopath.
Foxtrot Mike Lima.
Well, I can't pass up an occasion like that now, can I? Galahad Squadron, you have clearance to land. Next stop, downtown Kilra.
Yeah, my first computer was a Pentium.
How good does
1,
it feel to kick the cats out of their own
133
system for the
megahertz.
second time in a row, huh, Galahads? The only thing that would have made this more enjoyable would be to have finally put the Hrothgar and that bastard Deathfang out of our misery, but I've got a feeling we'll get another crack at them in the coming days. Speaking of which, we've received orders directly from Admiral Rumley that we're to take the next few rotations off. I argued with him against such an act, but a lieutenant colonel can't disagree with an admiral for very long. He insists we've done more than our share and deserve a short break. We all did well. But most important of all, we all came back alive. Get your rest while the remainder of the Confed fleet is assembled and moved into position. The hardest days the Confederation Navy and Space Forces have seen since the Battle of Earth are just ahead. Get your heads right, and we all might live to tell the next generation of snot-nosed hotshot rookies about it. Dismissed.
Good morning, Galahads. I trust you young pups didn't sleep a wink. You'll wish you had before the week is out. On that, you have my word. We've just gotten word that several scout units and destroyer squadrons have jumped in. Looks like the cats are adhering to their standard system entry doctrine. As usual, they're gathering intel and paving the way for their main forces. We'll be going scout scalping today, gentlemen. Sandman, Ninja, Icefire, and I will be Alpha. We will launch from the Hermes and conduct a space superiority sweep at Nav 1 and 2. This will lead up to the Resith jump point at Nav 3. Viking will lead a Bravo sortie on a 3-point patrol, ending at the Talon Meth jump point. We can't have the cats sneaking in through the side door now, can we? Phalanx will lead Reserve Element Charlie. Once these furballs commit their main force, I want maximum firepower to that jump point on the double. When we're through, we'll return to the Hermes.
This still doesn't sound like it's the final mission. This game just keeps going, huh? Alright.
You are cleared to launch, Galahads.
Alpha form on me. Set course for Nav 1.
Yeah, the pronunciations are all over the place in this game.
All's quiet. Almost too quiet.
You just couldn't keep quiet, could you?
Yeah, you kill them all.
Yeah, great job, kid. I'm real impressed.
Yeah, those Strakos are really weak when they're not being flown by an ace that gives them way more HP.
Let's get out of here before Icefire decides it's a good idea to open his fat, disgusting mouth again.
I'm not fat.
Dude, rule number 1. Venom is always right.
Spoken like a true Galahad.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Okay.
Go get him, Galahads.
Die, you burlish freak!
What are you doing, man? Check your six.
Contact bandit.
Are Kilrathi's descendants of the Nean cat? Is that the one that's like flying across the sky with a rainbow Pop-Tart? If so, maybe, because that is flying through space. I watched, what should I call it? Damn, now I'm blanking on his name for some reason.
Capo is under attack. Rendezvous with our battle group.
Madular.
Protect her from all
Madular's
units.
Ultima
At last
Underworld 2
I sent Charlie Wing
retrospective.
her way as well.
I had no idea there was like crossover stuff
Proceed to next
between
waypoint.
Ultima and Killrat. I mean, Wing Commander. That is just an Easter egg.
Oh, thank heaven you're here, pilots. We're in serious trouble. The cats have been throwing everything they have at us. We've beaten them back and inflicted heavy losses, but they're wearing us down.
Yeah, but the Kilrathi ship in Ultima 7 is like, that's just an Easter egg. Right? That's not like part of the fiction. As opposed to
I have to admit, that was
Ultima
pretty good.
Underworld 2 just straight up saying, yeah, these cats here are de-evolved versions of the Kilrathi.
Defensive hits need support.
Where are these fighters coming from?
Who knows? Who cares?
Oh, now we got actual bombers.
You will not survive this battle, big scum!
There's a lot of bombers.
Check six.
Always takes just a... Oh my god.
I'm impressed.
Always takes more hits than I expect
We
to
have
kill
sustained
these
major damage.
Tactons. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to save these guys. But we'll see.
We've lost a capital ship.
Yeah, no kidding. See how many bombers they had?
Taking damage. If anyone can assist, please do so.
We've lost another escort ship.
God, there's so many.
We're taking critical damage. This is the TCS
I
channel.
mean, yeah, of
requesting
course.
immediate
Aguilar's
assistance.
videos are great. Rip the cabo. Nice knowing you guys. Yeah, there's just like not time to save these guys. Okay. Luckily, they don't expect you to save every capital ship, because that would be unreasonable.
Defensive hits need support.
Alright, they're all out of bombers. Yeah, they kind of hyped up the last mission, but then this one seems like way more of a threat. I mean, I guess it didn't have, you know, it doesn't have Death Fang, but the guy's a chump anyway. I mean, all the missions in this game are long. They're just...
Thanks for your help, pilots. We wouldn't have made it without you.
That's just
Colonel,
how
ever
the
since
missions
cabin
are in
came
this
under
game.
attack, we analyzed the data and found the source of the cabin's problem.
The Kilrathi started jumping in already?
Negative. The Kilrathi light carrier stayed behind and was playing scout this entire time. Now was the time she decided to pop her head up.
What are you guys gonna do about it?
A non-issue. Alpha Strike from the Lincoln just took her down.
Payback's a bitch.
Colonel Jones, you lost contact with our unit at the Elan Mess jump point.
can assume a cat task force is securing the area in preparation for their main fleet. Proceed there with all due haste. Cabo will stand by on station. A longbow unit has been placed under your command, and her warships are in position for a missile strike. Call them in if you need fire support.
Anything else, Admiral?
Yes, Colonel. Blow as many of those bastards out of my
Yeah,
sky
long
as you
ass
can.
game. Like this.
With pleasure, sir.
Like you hear that this game has like 50 something missions, and it's like, oh, okay, well that's about as long as, you know, one of the old Wing Commanders. Except you got to think about, like, each mission is way longer than a classic Wing Commander mission. And then also, there's no,
Well, look who
you know,
decided to
branching
join the
paths.
party.
So it's just, that is like 50 something missions, one after the other.
Our cruisers will be standing by for artillery support. No ship is getting in here without our permission.
Is it 10
All right,
missions
ladies,
per
time to
ship?
punch back in. Let's go to work.
New jump point signature coming in. Light cap ship.
Hold your fire. It's one of ours.
This is the scout ship Davy Crockett. Our position got compromised and we had to bug out. We've got mucho cats right behind us.
Roger that, Davy Crockett. I hope they like getting kicked in the face, because that's just what they're gonna get.
We have sent the required info to Fleet Command. Be advised, we are pulling out. Good luck, pilots.
Typical. He did his job, got the info we needed, and came back alive to tell us. People like that are worth their weight in gold.
Oh.
Colonel, picking up multiple jump traces. They want this piece of space real bad. This is where we're at our best, guys.
They're bombers and I wasn't paying attention.
Defensive hits need support.
I mean, it's kind of the immersion, like I've never been a big immersion guy. It's like it's weird, like the main thrust of the plot is it feels pretty grounded. Like, I don't know, you'd think like, oh, fan game would have like a weird wacky plot, but it really doesn't. It's very much just like it's a very kind of almost dry take on the source material of like, it really doesn't do anything that you wouldn't expect to have happened during the events of Wing Commander 3, but some of the characters are they're on the goofy side and maybe a little annoying.
This is Death Merchant Squadron from TCS Lincoln, here to give you a little push.
Yeah, it doesn't really give you like the exciting melodrama that you would expect from, you know, a real Wing Commander game, but like, I don't know, it's not nothing. I don't really consider it a slog, even though it is like, I do kind of want to move on to the next thing, but like, I don't know, I don't resent it or anything. I'm still having fun with it. Yeah, cockpit view would be nice.
This is so turning into shit.
Ernest installment of Wing Commander has a good plot.
Said we're blowing up their ships.
I'd say 4 has a pretty good plot.
got more destroyers coming in, boss dude.
Offensive hits, need support.
Reactor is going critical. Abandoned ship. Launch over.
Well, they got those guys. Best I could do is just take out any bombers I see.
Well, we've got ourselves a heavy carrier. Overconfident bastard. Hey kid, if you haven't called in the longboats yet, now's a pretty good time.
They're spreading us too thin, Colonel.
I shall hit your heart and spit it out again.
I need to back off.
Light fires down. Those bosses, I just took out one of us.
That's it. All of you cats are gonna rot in hell. I'm gonna kill you all.
You sons of bitches.
Yeah, was this like concurrent with the new Battlestar Galactica series?
All of you, stand down. We've just lost one of our own, but no private little wars today. Do I make myself clear?
Heads up, incoming. Enemy fighters, sir.
Getting a bit overwhelmed, boss dude. We need more support. All units, less whining, more killing.
We've got more cap ships jumping in.
Hell no. You want this system? The cats are gonna have to shed blood for every inch of it. It's our house, kiddies.
Neighborhood's getting worse.
All of those predators are gonna land.
What do you think you are, a stockbroker? Who's rupturing? I'm ejecting.
But yeah, they did try to add depth to the Kilrathi in 2 with Hobbs, but then they went back on that in 3. So, you know, they kind of, I don't know.
Under heavy fire, take some of this heat off of me.
Oh my god, so many missile launches. Oh my god.
Sir,
Oh, I need to
our
be
cruiser's
farther
units
away.
wiped out.
God, those things are so tanky.
Just what I freaking
Boss dude, should we fire on the dreadnought or
Maybe this is the final mission.
Stand by. Transmission is coming through.
It didn't sound like anything from the briefings, but it's definitely giving final mission vibes now.
The Admiral's issuing a recall for all first strike units. A second strike wave is inbound.
We read you, Hermes. Tell the follow-up strike to bring a mop. We left very large mess.
Unable to complete mission.
Oh. Okay, never mind.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Oh wait, no, never mind. It's fine. I guess we're still going.
Don't feel bad, gentlemen. It was only a matter of time.
Maybe so.
so, Commander, but that doesn't mean we have to feel good about it. Retreating feels like retreating, even if it is part of the master plan.
If you're interested, the Kennedy's Excaliburs have just disengaged and report several capital ships down, including a carrier.
Thanks for rubbing it in, honey.
We all share the sentiment, Captain. Galahad Alpha, you are cleared to land.
I'm assuming there was no way I could have done that. Because they are letting me proceed.
I know it's against all of our instincts to feel pride regarding a retreat, but that's exactly what you should be feeling. The Cats may be pouring resources into the system, but we gave them one hell of a bloody nose to begin this fleet action. Over the course of the next several days, we're going to be stretched to the limit. Viking, Phalanx, and I will be commanding flights assigned to different tasks throughout Freya. We'll be thin in numbers and we'll be hard-pressed at every opportunity, so we're going to have to suck it up. We're soldiers. We are told where and when to fight, and sometimes where to die.
Yeah, I was maybe not giving it my
On
full
that note,
attention,
we'll have a short
but
ceremony for Icefire and the
that
other
did not
pilots
seem
lost today on
possible.
the flight deck at 1500 hours. This will probably be the last time we'll be able to pause and remember our honored dead for some time, so I expect you all to be there. Stay alert, people. Our squadron's going to be a popular unit over the next few days.
Well, so from what I've heard about this, there are no we have no recommendations for you. From what I've heard about this, yeah, there's no actual branching paths, but there are minor differences that could happen based on if you succeed or fail in certain secondary objectives.
Okay, pilots, listen up. Over the past 12 hours, we've been harassing the Cats coming in system with light strikes designed to keep them off balance and to further the ruse that Confed wants to keep this system indefinitely. Now we stop pussyfooting around. All carriers are launching strike teams to drop the hammer on the assembling Kilrathi forces in an attempt to draw more of their invasion fleet into Freya. We've been asked to play babysitter for a few of these strikes. With most of the squadron currently out on assignment, I'm pairing Sandman and Viking together for Alpha Flight. I'm taking Problem Child with me and going somewhere else. You two will commence a
Maybe they just didn't want to do branching
comrades.
paths.
First up, Snav 1, where a Kilrathi cruiser squadron has been firing missiles toward our forces in the region. They've already destroyed 3 of our ships with Skipper missiles. Squadrons from the Petrov will be tasked with taking out this threat. You will then proceed to Nav 2, a region where we've been trying to draw in the majority of the Kilrathi fighter cover. Both the Cats and our fleet have been trickling waves of fighters into this region to generate a running 24/7 furball. Here, your 2 objectives are to assist squadrons from the Saratoga, which are slated to enter the region the same time as you, as well as the squadrons from the Philippine Sea who will be departing to refuel and rearm. Either way, you will do your part to destroy as many fighters as possible. You will then continue to Nav 3, where our own squadrons from the Hermes have been assigned to destroy the carrier KIS Nakroth. Tactical thinks that knocking her out will greatly disrupt command and control coordination throughout their fleet.
Yeah, there was a Wing Commander cartoon, and yeah, I think it was more based on the game.
Okay, pilots, listen up.
I keep doing that. Alright, commence 3-point sweep. Game just keeps going.
Alpha Wing, good luck and good hunting.
Yeah, more based on the game than the movies, but you know, it was its own thing. But I don't really know how good it is because I haven't actually seen it.
So, Sandman, time to burn the midnight oil.
Of course.
Alright, let's punch it.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Petrov, strike team, this is Excalibur contingent from the Hermes. Here to give you guys some backup. Alright, let's get started.
We're going to blow those bastards back to oblivion.
Watch your tailpipes, people.
Always do, Captain.
us a target. Any target.
Yes, Sandman, we are authorized to call in missile strikes. Flag is mid-China.
Is that a thing I'm gonna have to
We only have a
do?
limited number of missiles. To ensure they hit the targets, you need to take down the majority of their defenses first.
We need those bandits off our backs.
Yeah, we're coming.
Like, do I just shoot their turrets or something? Is there like a radio button? They like attack my target?
I shall feed your heart and spit it out
Wait, so Chris Roberts actually worked on movies other than Wing Commander? I didn't know that. I'm assuming these missile strikes are just automatic.
Copy that.
Huh. Yeah, I do have access to Star Citizen from the original Kickstarter. Paid like $20 or whatever it was, whatever the lowest amount you could pay and like get access to Squadron 42 was. And I tried it a couple times, but like never got it, like, you know, the beta or whatever, but the controls never felt right to me, so I didn't stick with it. I figured, oh, they'll figure it out eventually, and then it just, you know, turned into what it is now, where it's just endlessly dragging on. When is Squadron 42 supposed to come out? Did they say a year? They're claiming that it's close to release. Ouch. 2042. Next year. what is the button I need to be? Is it C? No, it's not. Definitely not C because that's communications. To like target. Target says it's V. Okay. Just 5 years. I mean, is it reasonable for it to take 5 years to hire?
Mission accomplished. We're returning to base. Hold over. Looks like we'll be back to base within an hour or less.
Make it less. Unlike them, we can't go back just yet. Take course for the next waypoint.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Like, you gotta consider, at around the same time Star Citizen had its Kickstarter, Elite Dangerous had one too, didn't it?
Looks like we came to the party on time.
You're late, Excaliburs. Too good to be on time, aren't you?
Good thing I don't rely on you to keep time, Viking.
My apologies, Colonel. It got a little hairy at the last step point.
Excuses, excuses. Anyways, here's the deal. We hold this ground and kill fighters. We kill until the next wave shows up. Until then, you're under my command.
Yes, sir.
Well, I mean, I would definitely like for Star Citizen to come out and prove everyone wrong, but they gotta actually do that, you know. Squadron 42 comes out, I'm definitely gonna like set everything else aside and just stream that. I'm sure everyone will understand.
Bloody impressive shot, kid.
Colonel, more fighters are coming in.
Roger that. All units maintain formation.
Sir, did the Excalibur spearhead the attack?
I don't think we have to hide ourselves behind some elite squadron. Do you, Captain?
Resetting jammers to full output. Frequency spectrum on all bands. They won't be able to maintain communication.
Good. The Cats won't be able to coordinate their assault. All units, pick your target.
Well, I mean, I don't think Microsoft is like deliberately hiding Freelancer or whatever. I think the problem is there's just no one with money is interested in making that.
Saratoga contingent. This is the Liberty Strike Team. We relieve you of this station.
Not too soon, Liberty Fighters. Sensors report another wave of Kilrathi fighters incoming, plus corvettes.
My.
But yeah, that was pretty sad when they
right,
showed
people,
Squadron 42 and like
Let them come
half
to
of it
us.
was a turret section
All
that it
Saratoga
crashed.
fighters, return to home plate. Galahad Squadron, thanks for the assist.
Glad to do it, Colonel. Alright, Sandman, let's get going. Take course for Nav 3.
Proceed to next waypoint.
But yeah, I think there's a pretty stark difference between, you know, the Star Citizen that most of us see, which is the one, you know, what they show in those big, you know, non-Star Citizen presentations, like whatever it was that they showed Squadron 42 in. Was it like Summer Games Fest or something?
Leader. I don't think
Game
anyone will
Awards?
have to worry about the lack of targets today.
I don't even remember.
Well, Major Boars is still alive.
Does Subnautica
just
kind of
scares me.
qualify? I mean,
It's even scarier
kinda
to see
is
Viking
right.
and Sandman paired up together.
Like, I doubt I'd get to it anytime soon. But I mean, I wouldn't personally rule it out. But you know, I put these up for a vote, and that probably wouldn't get voted on anytime soon. You know. So the whole thing about Free Space 2 killing the genre is that like it was widely considered to be the best space sim ever made, and it sold like garbage. So people, you know, looked at it and said, if that game can't make any money, then no one can. So that's why they say so. It didn't really kill the genre, but it's just sort of like. You know, it was like the canary in the coal mine that showed, like, there's not a lot of money in this.
Take a good look at me, Cat, 'cause I want you to know who beat ya.
I shall feed your heart and spit it out, Dan.
Burn in hell, Cat.
The confed ape dares to attack.
Yeah, the one thing I don't get about, like, I mean, you could say this about Elite as well. It's just, why do they always want to make it into an everything game? Why does it have to be a first-person shooter as well? If I wanted a first-person shooter, I'd play a first-person shooter. They just try to take on too much.
Hey, if I punted you, how far would you go?
Yeah, I did play Chorves. Yeah, Chorus. It was alright.
Sorry for letting you down, Sandman.
Yeah, the U is stylized as like a V, like the band Chvrches.
I shall feed your heart and
I fly, you die.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose I could play chorus, but, you know, I have played it before, so you wouldn't get my live reactions to everything.
I'm taking you down.
I thought it was okay. It wasn't like, yeah, it didn't really set my world on fire because, I don't know, I felt like basically whenever you would, you know, do dogfighting, you know, it's just the bread and butter of this genre, just dogfighting with enemy ships, I found it to be trivially easy. Like, there was just nothing to it. You had, like, basically, like, a hit-scan weapon, and you could just shred through all the enemies, like, nothing, even on the hardest difficulty. And then there was, you know, stuff that was actually hard in that game, which was all the weird, like, sort of, like, obstacle course stuff, with the alien, dimensional alien stuff. And that was hard, but then it didn't really feel like, you know, anything to do with, like, flying a ship. It was just sort of like doing combos or something in an action game.
You couldn't fly yourself out of a paper bag.
Can you command and order your squadron? Sometimes you can order your squadron, I think, to, like, attack your target or whatever. I never used that, but I think you can do it in some missions. Oops.
You're a disgrace to your planet.
But yeah, definitely, it's definitely not a bad game. Like, it's just kind of a, say, average to above average game that, like, you know, if we had plenty of space sims, you know, coming out all the time, it would be unremarkable, but because, you know, it's one of very few coming out, it's kind of, maybe has a bit more responsibility than it should have put on it. Starfield, yeah, Starfield was not a fan of that. You know, not that I was expecting a lot out of it, but I sort of had at least a bit of an open mind, and then it was just,
End of the day, you're just me,
you know, like, lives and dies. It's basically just, you know, Bethesda Quest Simulator. You just do Bethesda quests. Like, they only, you know, sort of had you fly a spaceship and, like, deal with, you know, the travails of traveling through space in, like, the most facile way. Like, they did not want to actually deal with that. Space is just like, I don't know, an excuse to go do Bethesda quests, which I am very sick of at this point. And yeah, the writing was just so boring. All the characters were so uninteresting.
I'm adding you to my kill count.
This isn't anything new. You could hear this from anybody talking about that game. But yeah. Like when the Oblivion remaster came out, it was on Game Pass, so I played that, and you know, I think that game actually kind of holds up. It's pretty good. Like, it doesn't have, you know, the navigation gameplay from Morrowind, but what it does have is NPCs who are just like really goofy and charming, and it's just fun to interact with them and like hear all the funny things they say and all the weird things they do, and watch them go do Oblivion NPC things. I mean, there's a reason why there are all those memes. Am I gonna do other flight sims? Like, yeah, probably not those ones. The only one that there's really any chance of me doing is Strike Commander, because it's got that, you know, Chris Roberts origin heritage.
Viking, Sandman, see you back at the Hermes.
See you there, Major. Come on, Sandman, let's head for home.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Against all odds, this game just keeps going. I really thought we'd be done by now.
Mission complete.
Welcome back, Galahad. I guess you cleaned up our leftovers, huh?
It's
You are
only
cleared to
55
land.
missions. How bad could it be?
Congratulations on the carrier kill. That should really get the cat's attention.
Good work out there, gentlemen. Feels good to go on the offensive for a change. Sure beats just falling back and reacting to the Kilrathi, doesn't it? We destroyed 2 carriers in the first strike, plus numerous escort vessels. Don't think for a second that the cats are just going to continue to take it, though. Even with all those ships we destroyed, the Kilrathi have reportedly brought in enough carriers to reach a rough parity with our forces in the system. In addition, all of our strike teams tasked to attack the Dreadnought fell apart. It wasn't even scratched. And best of all, they're still getting reinforcements. While the overall plan is to siphon the cat resources into this system, fewer and fewer of our forces are returning from each sortie, making our jobs more difficult with each passing hour. We have to fight harder and better every time we fly. Stay alert. We're still on duty, so don't let any notions of a soft bed drift into your heads anytime soon. Dismissed. We've received word from our scouts that the Kilrathi are launching numerous alpha strikes toward the fleet. We have waves of incoming fighters and bombers backed up by various capital ships. For this mission, we've been tasked to fly combat air patrol over our carriers. We will defend our forces against any Kilrathi attack they might launch in our direction. Several squadrons, including some of our Galahads, have already engaged the enemy, and we're spooling up to lend a hand. Alpha Wing will consist of Assassin, Sandman, Problem Child, and me. We're to remain independent from the local forces, and will be directed to hotspots throughout the region. Let's get to it. Dismissed.
Okay, we're gonna...
We've received word from our...
Did it again. Alright, here we go.
Galahads, we have bombers inbound. You have clearance to launch immediately.
Problem Child. Yeah, truly the most ridiculous call sign I've ever seen. Good. I don't even know if you can have a call sign of multiple words. That seems a bit much. Oh, we're being attacked. Yeah, I am kind of like, because, you know, it's so easy to kill things with the auto aim that the Excalibur has, I am kind of like autopiloting through this. Yeah, I guess that's the other thing. It's like real call signs are always like, you don't get to choose your call sign, you don't get a cool call sign. Your call sign is like the most embarrassing thing about you. So, all these guys with like Maverick, oh, I'm cool, I'm Iceman. You know, everybody gets a cool call sign in Wing Commander. So if you have an embarrassing call sign, like, what did you do? What did you do to earn that? Something nothing good, I imagine.
How are the other carriers faring, Hermes?
This is TCS Courageous. Mayday, mayday, mayday!
Did that answer your question?
Alpha Wing, a picket unit at defense line designated Tango has called for reinforcement. I'm downloading their coordinates to you now.
Galahad, let's move. Set course for the new nav point.
Proceed to next waypoint.
And considering how ludicrously overpowered this ship is, they should be using it everywhere. Although, they could also just install the good targeting computer on all their other ships. I feel like they could just do that.
Alpha Wing, break and attack. Oh, be damn. That was a pretty cool kill. What are you doing, man? Check your sticks.
Oh, this guy is good. He evaded the auto aim for a really long time. We got bombers, so we've been going after them. You don't.
Looks like it's about to rain cats and dogs. Minus the dogs.
I mean, there's the house guy whose call sign is MD. Does that count as a funny call sign? Oh my god.
Watch it, that kitty is looking to make a
There
scratch and post out of you.
are too many bombers. Way too many bombers. Also, you know, Avatar with 2 R's, I still don't get that. Whoops. Rip those guys. guess they're okay.
Alpha Wing, we've just received a message from the Ticonderoga. She's requesting assistance and we're vectoring you to her location.
Go-aheads. You can hold down this space. Go help the Tycho.
Set course for the next nav point.
Proceed to next waypoint.
There are some other goofy call signs in this that I'm not remembering. It was like Honey Bear, I think. There's a bunch of them.
Ticonderoga, this is Galahad Alpha Flight from the Hermes. What's your situation?
Also, Psychopath is one of the goofiest.
Strike force, but our flight deck and engines took some hard hits. We can't launch or recover fighters. We've had to take some of our engines offline.
Why didn't you call for other warships to give support?
We thought we could hold our own, and then the flight deck took a hit.
Jesus, there's heroic and then there's stupid.
Honey Badger, okay.
Ticonderoga Control. Picking up incoming missiles, fighters, and one heavy cruiser.
When it rains, it pours.
Hermes pilots, be advised that we can't do more than 2/3 of our max thrust.
Why did that get a cutscene? Nothing else like that gets a
cutscene.
cutscene.
Vectoring on the Ticonderoga. Destroy them before they get a chance to fire torpedoes.
Oh, it was Honey Bear. Oh no, Problem Child.
Right, Problem Child is down!
Target that cruiser. We can't let it get into range of the carrier.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and take out the launchers. Oh my god. Okay.
Taking damage. If anyone can assist, please do so.
Okay, now it's not a threat. all the turrets, I guess. Yeah, that's a classic. Just, you know, someone's like, help me! And it's like, yeah, I have no way of knowing where the hell you are. It's always a problem, is like, you know, sorting out where things are in relation to each other. It's really hard to actually convey that information.
Ticonderoga, how about you?
I'm truly sorry, son. We did not register any ejection from his Excalibur. I've just been told our deck is clear enough to launch and recover fighters again. I think we can go it alone now, Galahads. Thanks for the help.
All units, this is Valkyrie Squadron. We need assistance. Recon unit fighting Ace Pilot.
Ace Pilot.
Galahad
Gonna
leader.
actually
Got a fix
kill
on the
this
Valkyrie's
asshole now.
position. Sending you their coordinates. There's major jamming in that region, so be careful. Good luck.
But yeah, so I mean, this probably has like attacker of target. Let's see, advanced targeting keys. Yeah, target's nearest attacker. But I mean, even when you have that, the problem is like, okay, some guy's shouting at you help. It's like, okay, well, how do I need to like target this guy, the guy who needs help first, and then find the target's nearest attacker key. You know, while you're getting shot up by like 5 different things, like it's just like an overload. But yeah, if you could have like just a button to be like, okay, yeah, who do you want me to target? I'll just press the button and I'll target that. That would be really helpful. I think some games do have something like that.
Pay in blood for every
Hey,
Valkyrie that is
got Ride
dying
of the
today.
Valkyries.
Is that all you have to say, Ape?
Cliche or not, your end is near.
Nothing is more pathetic than a human who begs for her death.
Colonel Wagner! This can't be! She can't be dead! Damn you, Deathfang! Colonel! We swear, we will avenge you.
But who, son of
Find attacker of last friendly radio call. Like, that's the other problem is like you have so many, like, you got all these different situations which you want, you know, targeting keys for, but that means they all need their own keys. And it just gets to be too much.
Systems are critical! No!
Deathfang, you draggle!
And yes, that is Ride of the Valkyries.
System evil-minded early venom.
And there.
Seeds, you carrots, would benefit from such a practice as well. Hairless monkey.
Oh. Okay, we're back in business.
This cleansing process missed you and your fellow kittens? Galahad, let's correct that mistake.
I mean, they've been hyping this guy up for like half the game. Like, you don't even know. Like, this is not the first time we fought him. he's got a lot of HP.
That's gonna leave a mark, eh, Fleabag?
I mean, to be fair, I have a lot of HP as well. Oh my god, you better not be running away again. Like, absolutely not.
Mayday, mayday, this is the TCS.
Come on,
Bradshaw.
really?
Immediate assistance needed.
No way.
Kilrathi forces closing in. All units assist.
No fucking way.
Assassin, Sandman, once all enemies are destroyed, form on me. We have to get to the Bradshaw in time.
Destroying you will be a pleasure, human.
Well, depending on the game, yours does shoot. They don't shoot in Privateer, but they do in Wing Commander 2 and 3, I think. Although they suck at it. They shoot very infrequently.
We've got to get there, double time.
Proceed to
Cannot
next
believe
waypoint.
he ran away again.
Where's the Valkyries?
Sorry, Bradshaw. All wiped out.
Damn. As you could probably see, life's pretty exciting for us right about now.
Nowhere to find this battlefield, scum. I'm rejected.
I should probably prioritize the bombers. That's always the thing. Gotta prioritize those bombers.
Reactors reach critical mass. If we stay here for a few hours longer, the radiation will kill the entire crew. We're abandoning ship. Part of the crew's already evacuated by lifeboats and shuttles. Little Rock picked them up. The Ancient Court's moving in to evacuate the critically wounded and the rest of the crew. We need you to give us cover.
So much 20 million taxpayer credits worth of war mistake. I'm bailing out.
Enemy fighters have arrived.
On my total kills.
Pan and into my
Yeah, if they show that somewhere, I'll take a look. Compare that to your total kills in like the average, normal Wing Commander game.
Get those scuttling charges up and armed. Arm and link everything to the reactor and the magazines. The cats will never take our ship intact.
No kill board in the bar. There's no bar. That's the thing. There's just the one screen where you click all the menus.
Non-friendlies inbound.
Alright. And they got more bombers. Yeah, it is kind of a bummer that there's no bar.
Docking operation complete. All boarding hatches open.
All remaining personnel evacuate. I want everyone off this ship in less than 10 minutes.
Jesus, can't stuff that many people on a cruiser.
Or can we?
This is far from the most bombers they've ever sent at us. Some missions just get ridiculous with the number of bombers.
All wounded are on board. Enlisted men and petty officers are boarding now.
And another wave. More bombers.
Captain, all the scuttling charges are set.
Roger that, Chief Engineer. Tell your crew to get the hell out.
Aye, Skipper.
42 minutes. Okay, this is even longer than your average mission for this game. This is a long-ass mission. Build the slide as soon as the bombers get in range. Yeah, maybe. You are kind of like, you don't want to be behind them because then you're in range of their turrets.
All units be advised. Randall Jackson, Commander. Task Force 71 has transferred its flag to the Agincourt. I repeat, Commander. Task Force 71 has transferred its flag to the Agincourt.
Now evacuating all officers and remaining personnel. All bridge crew evacuate. Lieutenant, shut down the comm shack.
Aye, sir. This is our final transmission. This is the TCS Bradshaw. Signing off.
You will have to fight this battle, big scum.
Yeah, still has 27% health. They said their like reactor is leaking radiation or something. So, oops.
This is the Aggie Corps. Everyone is on board and accounted for. Helmsman, set flank speed. Put some distance between us and that giant floating coffin.
Oh, be damned. That was a pretty cool kill.
Yeah, considering how long this mission is, you kind of gotta conserve your afterburner shield.
Your support. Not for your efforts. Many more of your comrades would have died today.
You get a lot of it.
Personnel of the TCS Bradshaw. After the Battle of Earth, you have all fought long. You have fought hard, but most importantly, you have all fought back. You fought the Kilrathi back and kicked them away from our homeworlds. A ship is only as good as her crew. You are the best crew I could have ever asked for, and the Bradshaw is the best carrier that humanity can ask for.
How did they live? I mean,
We've
they
been through hard times,
knew that it was
through
like
tough times,
going to be a lethal
we've
amount
all
of
kept
radiation,
together,
but
because we fight as one.
it wasn't
One
yet.
team, one crew, one carrier.
Jazz betrayed
This is the
humanity
end of an era,
because
but
the
the beginning
Tiger's
of another.
Claw didn't
The TCS Bradshaw may not
get
be around, but
to
she'll always
the
be part
colony
of
that
our
his
memories,
brother
our experiences,
was
and
living
our
in
bonds.
to save it
Never forget
in
what this
time.
area and you
It's
have given
dumb.
to humanity.
It's a very dumb reason to betray humanity.
Captain McAllister, it's your ship. Time to let the old girl rest in peace.
All able crew of the TCS Bradshaw, my last order to you as captain of this carrier is to look through the nearest viewport and take a look at Bradshaw one last time. Scuttling charges armed. Detonation in 10, 9,
Okay, well, hopefully I'm not too close to it.
6,
You know what? I'll
5,
just
4, 3, 2, 1.
Dignified to the end. Rest in peace, TCS Bradshaw.
No matter how much the fleet always relies on tradition, it doesn't change anything. We've still lost a goddamn carrier.
All ships, set course to rendezvous with the Lexington Battle Group. Bradshaw fighters, give us escort.
Galahad Alpha, you've done all you could. Return to base.
Alright, men. Let's get the hell out of here.
Proceed to next waypoint. Mission complete.
Could we have one? No, I don't
Galahad
think so,
Alpha
because their
-1.
reactor breach
Requesting
happened
landing
before we even
clearance.
got there.
Galahads, our condolences on the loss of your pilot and the Bradshaw. She was a fine ship.
Seems like we're losing many fine ships lately, Sweeney.
It does, Sandman, but I don't think we have to worry about the Hermes.
Why would that be?
Because you guys have yet to let us down. If we call for help, there's always a Galahad wing riding to our rescue. You heroes have clearance.
We've taken a serious blow today,
Wow,
gentlemen.
that's a novel.
Not only did we lose the Bradshaw, Courageous, and, as I've just been informed, the Washington, but we lost another Galahad to the Kilrathi. To make matters worse, the Liberty took a serious hit to her launch base. She'll be unable to launch or land fighters for several hours. Saving the Ticonderoga is a major victory on our part. Yes, it's true that the Tycho didn't call for backup until it was too late, and charged forward into the action despite the loss of her escorts. But we're the people who make the impossible happen. We rectify other people's mistakes. That's why we're the Galahads. We may have lost the Bradshaw today, but we salvaged an already jacked up situation by rescuing the majority of the Bradshaw's crew. We've just gotten word that Admiral Jackson and the Bradshaw's survivors have transferred over to the Lexington. The Bradshaw may be gone, but her crew will fight on. I can assure you of that. We've also gotten word that the Kilrathi that attacked the Bradshaw launched from our favorite dreadnought, the KIS Rotgar. Deathfang and his unit lured the Bradshaw's Top Gun squadron away from their carrier, and the rest was history. I know some of you knew Colonel Wagner and the Valkyries from a previous operation, but keep your anger in check. We'll pay Deathfang back by wiping his flea-ridden ass and all of his cronies from this galaxy for good. Right now, there's not enough time to arrange a ceremony to mourn Problem Child. He was a damn good pilot, worthy of the Galahad name. We'll mourn him and all the other Galahads
Worthy of the Problem Child
by
name.
sending more furballs to hell in his name. We were outnumbered, outgunned, and outmatched at every turn. We can't do anything about the first two, but we can be damn sure we bring our A-game to the table every time we take off. We are fighting for the survival of the human race here, boys. As cliche as this all sounds, if we fall up here, there will be no more tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean,
for us,
Problem
or
Child
for the
wasn't
thousands of
really
citizens
wasn't very
across the Confederation.
memorable other than his
Think
name.
about that before you strap in for another sortie. Psychopath, I want a full report from you on how the Courageous went down. Everyone else is dismissed. Good evening, Flyboys. Now please pay attention, we'll be going through this quickly. At 2300, Bravo Wing, consisting of Assassin and Sandman, will launch from TCS Hermes. You will link up with Lieutenant Colonel Manley and Farnsworth's squadron from TCS Kennedy. Their squadron is designated as Alpha Wing, and they'll already be expecting you on our port side as you launch. After your initial link-up, you will perform a space superiority sweep through the sector, which is executed as a 3-phase seek and destroy mission. You will proceed through nav points 1, 2, and 3 under Alpha Wing's lead. I expect you to follow Hawk and Panther's orders as if they were mine. Your objective is to eliminate all Kilrathi forces in the vicinity of the nav points. Also, there have been numerous reports that a Kilrathi ace named Deathstroke has entered the vicinity. I advise using extreme caution during Kilrathi engagements, as you don't want him sneaking into your 6. But, in case you meet him, give him my dearest apologies for his brother. After all the cats have been eliminated, you are to proceed to Nav 4, where you will receive further instructions. Dismissed.
Okay, we're gonna...
Bravo 1 and 2,
really
permission to launch.
gonna...
Have a nice day.
we are not gonna play XWVM today. There is more game.
Your dates are waiting for you on the port side. Good luck. Hermes out.
Those two Kennedy pilots definitely don't have any social life. I mean, no one voluntarily flies a mission this late in the evening.
That's what happens when you serve the Confederation, Sandman. Besides, we're the closest thing they've had to a date lately. Their social life is beyond repair. These pilots we are flying with today have racked up quite a reputation. Do me a favor by not starting out a relationship with them by pissing them off, okay? Now behave, Sandman. I'm switching to shared frequency. This is Bravo Wing from Hermes to Kennedy Alpha Wing. We are joining formation.
Okay.
Alpha Wing, I've heard about your strike mission last month. Pretty impressive stuff. I'm looking forward to serving with you.
Alpha and Bravo Wing, stop the chatter and stand by. You are approaching the start point for your mission.
Just say the word.
You are clear to depart.
Colonel, ready when you are. Shall we engage autopilot?
Affirmative.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Okay, well, here we go.
Radar picking up lots of hostiles. We've got corvettes with Drouthy escort.
Looks like we're in for a real fight.
Break formation.
Engaging the enemy. Sandman, help me take down those fighters.
You fly like the ape that you are.
Prepare to die.
Oh, this is pretty cool kill.
Yes! Look at him burn!
gonna burn. It reminds me of the character from Wing Commander 4 who like really wanted to use the like war crime fire disc thing, and then one of his like things was like, I'm gonna burn, you know, when he would get a kill. That is the character? Oh, okay. That explains everything. Flashback, yeah. Oops.
One cap ship down.
Oh, the weapon, I see. Or no, I think I... Like, but it is the character, right, Hawk? So it is that guy. But yeah, the flashbacks for the war crime discs.
Enemy cap ship taken out.
Like, psychopaths should be looking at this guy and going like, ooh, man, this guy, I don't know.
Was a pretty cool kill. Oh, I love taking out those big ones.
That's the last of them. Turning to formation and setting course to Nav 2.
Proceed to next waypoint.
I mean, yeah, using the flashback on the station with the civilians on it is a war crime, but like, really, using that weapon on anyone should be considered a war crime.
There they are, the bastards.
It seems to be made for the express purpose of committing war crimes.
We could use a hand. Ready to engage.
Break formation.
Engaging enemies, sir.
Bravo 1 and 2 breaking formation. Sandman, let's show them who they're dealing with. What are you doing, man? Check your six.
Another one down.
How is it different from a killing torpedo hit? Well, it burns everyone alive, first of all. But second of all, it's like used on unsuspecting opponents. Or just, you know, unsuspecting people.
That was a pretty cool kill.
Not bad. Plenty of victims here.
I got one.
Nice one.
just use the flash pack on anything? I'm surprised they like made it an actual weapon and not like a scripted thing.
These guys are history.
Nice work.
Thanks for the assist, Excaliburs. We can take it from here.
Affirmative.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Oh, I see. So it's like a... So it is a scripted thing, but it's just, you know, they give you the option.
Enemy sighted.
Ready to dance.
Break formation.
Let's dance, you bastards. Nice work.
Really gonna raise my kill score here.
No, you're not, because I'm gonna get all the kills.
Oh, be damned. That was a pretty cool kill.
Lots of bogeys.
Heading for target.
Moving in.
I'm gonna guess using it on the station comes back to bite you in the ending.
These bogeys are coming out of nowhere, Colonel.
What are you doing? Real fight.
Yep. Hawk just sucks. I mean, he's also the one who wants you to murder the Kilrathi remnants in prophecy as well, right?
Yeah, I'm running out of missiles. How long do they keep coming?
For the honor of my noble race.
Heads up, everyone. It's him. Kilrathi Ace. We've found him.
Cease your struggle, meat. You cannot win. Prepare to meet your maker.
Prepare to die.
You shall roast alive in your ship. I'm taking you out. Hellish alien, your death shall be.
Hold on!
Here, scum. Get ready to die. Hellish alien, your death shall be sweet. You will die, foul creature.
me. And all the missiles at you.
Score one for the good guys.
I love to win!
That's it. We're done here.
Mission success. Returning to base.
Roger that.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Alpha Flight, this is TCS Kennedy. Hawk, Panther, our flight deck is clear. You have clearance to land. Welcome home. As for you Galahads, you are ordered back to the Hermes.
This one's over. Heading home.
Heading out, Colonel.
Sir? Ma'am? Good working with you. That's it, Sandman. Set course to Hermes nav point. We're going home.
I mean, yeah, it is basically the Cobra plotline again. But, like, you know, I'm not surprised that a character like that would be a racist maniac. Like, that just fits for me.
Bravo Zulu, boys. Way to show those Kennedy pilots what the Hermes is made of. You have clearance to land.
Well, that was significantly shorter than the last one.
I just heard that the two of you helped to take out that Deathstroke. Congratulations on a job well done. It's a great blow to the Kilrathi's morale. Should make things easier while we're mopping up the remaining Kilrathi forces. I have also received a flight report from Colonel Manley. It's a bit short, but I get the gist of it. Colonel Jones, your boys didn't screw up too much. That's one of the greatest compliments I've ever heard from Hawk, so you must have done something right. I'll personally review your flight recorders when we have more time at our disposal. Don't expect me to go easy on you because of this. All in all, your mission was a complete success, and as such, I have only minor comments about the mission. But considering that glowing report from Manley, I'll just skip that and send you on your way. Try to enjoy those well-earned hours of sleep. Dismissed. Galahads, by now I shouldn't have to remind you that these briefings are top secret. There are certain details that we are privy to that are being kept from the rest of the fleet to ensure that there are no leaks. Confed Command believes that we are now well enough entrenched in the system to move our most important asset into position.
I mean, he seemed like a maniac to me in 4. Like, he really wanted to use that flashback. Like,
as far as we can tell, the Kilrathi have
to
not
an
gained knowledge
unhealthy
of our
degree.
plans, so we have no reason to believe that they will make any special attempt to take out the Victory as she tries to rendezvous with the fleet. The Kilrathi are focused on our forces here and on their build-up in Kilra, so we don't expect them to pay too much attention to the Victory. She's just a light carrier, so she won't appear to be much of a threat. It's fair to say, though, that the Cats will probably divert some of their in-system forces to keep the Victory from joining the fleet and adding to our massed firepower. Currently, the Victory is beginning to make her way to the fleet from the jump point.
Not yet.
She has most of her fighters on combat air patrol to discourage any Kilrathi raiding parties from getting too close, and she has several of her fighters flying close escort. Currently, Lancelot's squadron is being held in reserve and will be launched only if absolutely necessary. Our job is to rendezvous with
I don't want to use
the
them on
Victory
civilians.
and ensure she makes it to the fleet in one piece. We will assist with the fighters flying close escort, and will respond to the situation as it evolves.
Galahad leader to flight control. We're ready for launch.
Affirmative, Galahads. You are go for launch.
Okay, this game is still going. I genuinely
Galahad,
thought I'd be
we are currently showing
doing
no enemy movement in the direction of your
XWVM
objective.
at this point.
However, given the extremely large Kilrathi presence in the area, that could change at any time. Proceed at best speed
And I don't
to your
even know if this
objective.
is the final mission. It probably isn't.
Roger that, Hermes. Galahads, let's roll.
Proceed to next waypoint.
It looks like we've attracted some attention, Colonel.
I've noticed I tend to have that effect on women and Skilrathi. Take them down quickly,
Yeah.
Galahads. We've got a rendezvous to
Probably
make.
call itself out.
The slaughter of your race begins today, apes.
If only you knew how many kitties have said that to me. They're all dead. You're next.
Got a hostile in your 6. I have to admit, that was pretty good. I'm impressed. We've been delayed long enough. Resume course to the rendezvous point.
Ready
Yeah,
to
it's
go,
been
sir.
mostly good.
Proceed to next waypoint.
TCS Victory, this is Colonel Jones of Galahad Squadron. Sorry for the delay, we met a few distractions along the way.
Everywhere you turn seems like the Karathi are there.
Oh, it's that guy.
Say that again. Do you have an update
Right,
on
the
enemy
Victory.
activity on
Okay.
our route back to the fleet?
Intel says the Karathi presence there is increased.
Big surprise there.
Should we hold position to allow the fleet some time
Oh, yeah,
to
this
clear
is
the
the
area?
carrier from Wing Commander 3.
It's time we get out of here.
Agreed. The longer we wait, the more they can cut us off from the fleet and swarm us. Now's our best chance. All fighters form up and let's get moving.
Yes, sir.
Autopilot link established. Proceed to next waypoint.
So hopefully we're going to Kilra.
Captain says to inform you we got company coming.
Confirmed. I have sensor contact. Kilrathi strike group inbound. Looks like the usual mix of bombers and escort fighters.
Maybe I'll just negotiate with them today. On second thought.
Galahads defend the Victory and her escorts. Victory fighters, status report.
Ready to engage, Colonel.
Get to it then.
Engaging enemy, sir.
Got a hostile on your 6.
Yeah, I'm trying to not go behind them because that's the worst place to be. Avatar's back.
Well, looks like they don't want to give up that easily.
Looks like the Karathi have been busy in their shipyards.
But it's okay, he doesn't have time to talk because we got all these, like, canned lines from Wing Commander 3 that have been chopped up. Got the bombers.
All's clear, sir.
You just mowed those cats down, sir.
Wait a second, what's that?
What is it, Sandman?
I've got an intermittent signal. It could be a long-range skipper missile.
Yeah, the skippers. They don't really...
Negative on that, Primate.
That was the only missile type in Wing Commander 3, but they barely use them in this game.
Yes, sir.
I read 3 skippers. Take them out.
This is gonna be a little close. Alright, we got it.
Looks like that was all of them.
Was being the operative word. Damn, those skippers are a bitch, aren't they, sir?
Cast iron, Victory. I'm going to take my ships and scout ahead. Galahads, come with me. The rest of you, fly close escort for the Victory. Any questions?
Negative, Colonel. Proceeding as planned.
Keep her in one piece till we get back.
Proceed to next waypoint.
We have Kilrathi fighters powering up. Looks like the cats were having some heavies keep a low profile and lay in wait for us. I'm also reading a pair of corvettes. Those must be the ones that launched the skippers.
They must have thought the previous raid would thin out the Victory's defenses and they could sneak in to finish things off. They thought wrong. Let's show them the error of their ways, gentlemen.
I shall eat your heart and spit it out.
I don't know if we have a... I don't think we have a capital ship to protect here, so I don't actually need to go after the bombers first.
Taking damage. If anyone can assist, please do so.
with how overpowered this ship is, it does kind of feel like going through the motions, all these missions.
Yeah, got him! Scratch one bandit! And fade to black.
Okay.
Bye-bye, kiddies. Let's check in with the fleet. TCS Hermes, this is Galahad Leader. Request picture.
Galahad Leader, fleet operations have intercepted multiple Kilrathi forces that were vectoring in on the Victory's location. Currently, all Kilrathi forces which could pose a threat are engaged with other Confed forces. If you hurry, you should have a brief window on which you can get back without being intercepted.
Thanks for the report, Miss Sweeney. Okay, let's head back to the Victory as quickly as possible. We've got a narrow window of opportunity here, people.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Okay, well, the final mission has got to be the last one, right? Or, I mean, the next one. Game's so long, it's cooked my brain.
Looks like you swept out a nice path for us, sir.
All things considered, the resistance we have met has been very limited. So far,
Yeah,
the fleet has been able to
usually,
keep
typically,
most
the
of
final
Kilrathi
mission
forces from
is the
second
last
side
one.
down.
It's
if
true.
we move now, we should be able to make it.
Establish autopilot link.
Autopilot link established. Proceed to next waypoint. Mission complete.
TCS Victory, welcome to the fleet. What is your status?
We're still in business.
Excellent. Glad to have you with us. Galahad Squadron, you are relieved of your escort.
Affirmative, Hermes. We're setting course to enter a landing pattern.
This isn't the end, you know. This is just the beginning.
The beginning of the
And
end.
it was the easiest part, by far. It's all going to heat up from here. But all the important pieces are in place now.
Important
Let's go
pieces
home.
for the final offensive.
Galahad Alpha, you have clearance to land.
Well done, Galahads. This mission was crucial to our efforts, and you came through with flying colors. The TCS Victory is moving into position. The rest of the fleet is ready to move on to our next level of operations. The battles that are about to come will make everything that you've experienced up to this point in your life seem like child's play. We have all the pieces
Battles,
in place.
multiple
Now we need
battles.
to find some time for the secret ops plan to work. Confed Command has something special in mind for us. Chances are we'll end up right in the middle of the worst parts of the battle to come. Prepare yourselves, people. It isn't going to be pretty.
All-time kills by ship type. Have to like count all that up. All-time stats: 1,073 kills. That's a lot of kills.
Time is short, so I'll get to the point. The fleet's in trouble. It's coming down to a game of numbers, and the Kilrathi's getting the upper hand. Not much more to say beyond that. We need something fast to buy time, and HQ has several diversionary ops that will split the Kilrathi's attention elsewhere from our main forces. Our objective is Freya 2, the planet closest to our jump point to Kilra. Previous strikes have taken out the shield generator, but there's still a Kilrathi base and contingent on the planet. Admiral Merkin is about to take a bold step to take and occupy the planet.
This would give us space superiority over the jump point, which leads straight to Kilra. As of now, this is a Marine operation involving the 1st and 5th Marine Divisions. The Hermes will provide air support and general overwatch. Our Marines will drop here at these regions and take the planet. Our intel analyst said that this will definitely divert the Kilrathi's attention because they know that if we occupy the planet, we can lob missiles, pot shots, everything, including the kitchen sink, each time they jump in reinforcements. The Marines will be digging in deep, and we can expect the Kilrathi bombardment to be just as brutal as what they did at Vukartag. Several wings from our unit have already launched, and they are busy running interference for us as we speak. Alpha Wing, me, Sandman, Twilight, and Grey Wolf will support the Hermes. We will take off from the Hermes and rendezvous with the troop convoy at Nav 1. We will then escort the landing craft to the planet at Nav 2, where we will drop into the atmosphere at this entry point. Once we enter the atmosphere, we will take up overwatch position high above the planet and cover the other assault waves as they come in. We will loiter until the area is secured. Once that's done, we will get back into space and return to the Hermes. Our time is running short, but we'll get this done. You launch in 15 minutes.
My god. Am I gonna have to actually make good on my promise?
Alpha Wing, you are clear to launch.
Just keep playing until it's done.
Alpha Wing, good luck. The orbital bombardment is currently underway. Check in with your convoy's flagship, the assault transport Louis B. Puller.
Any word on Bravo and Charlie wings?
Heavily engaged. By all accounts, they're doing well.
As they should. Out.
Entering a planet in combat conditions. You just sit there and pray you don't burn up on re-entry while the flight control system hopefully compensates for the atmosphere, barometric pressure, and all those little minute details. Hey, Sandman?
I've flown in an atmosphere before. I don't think it's such a big deal.
Don't get cocky, kid, just because you're in an Excalibur now. I remember when you were in diapers and training wheels.
Don't worry, he still is.
Good luck down
Yeah,
there.
they are kind of samey,
Okay, let's
because
move,
like,
people.
you know, they only have so
Proceed
many,
to next waypoint.
there's only so many parts that they have to smash together to make each mission. And because, you know, it's sort of, you know, we talked about this in one of the earlier streams, like, Wing Commander's mission design is so much simpler than, like, you know, something like TIE Fighters.
Puller control checking in from the Hermes. Four fast movers.
It kind of puts a damper on how much variety you can get.
You guys are going in with them. Switch to their
So it
frequency.
does kind of get
4-5
monotonous.
Alpha Charlie Papa.
Switching 4-5 Alpha Charlie Papa Alpha 1.
This is the captain. All personnel prepare to drop second wave in 5 minutes.
Chaos 1 to Marines. We are the first wave. More cats for us to kill. You smash that entire area and dig in. You kill anything that has fur, you get me?
Isn't that...
The Commandant, leading from the front.
Well, looks like the stories about him are true.
Fighters, this is Chaos 1. Your job, and only job, is to support my Marines. Everything else is secondary. Chaos 1 out.
Establish autopilot link with who? Like, that's a real question. Who am I supposed to establish a link with? The Puller? Okay. Or maybe Chaos 1? You want to know? Yeah, I kind of would like to know how far I am in. Is this mission 54?
Autopilot
Okay, yeah,
link
there we go.
established. Proceed to next waypoint.
Like, what did it kill them? Did you say establish autopilot link with X ship? Freya is the last system and has 8 missions.
Heads up, incoming. Enemy fighters, sir.
We're in Freya now, right? I think. This is Freya 7? Okay, yeah.
I have to admit, that was pretty good. I'm impressed.
It's hard to see them against the planet. And this is with the HUD on opaque mode.
There's a fighter on your step.
The TIE fighters keep going, yeah. I'd say I'm about half done.
There's something heading your way, and it's called trouble. Phalanx, can you reach them?
Negative. We're still heavily engaged. Now I've got some damage. Avatar's shields have short-circuited. Psychopath's losing fuel. We need to disengage soon.
Avatar's shields have short-circuited.
Phalanx.
Oh
Like all your
no.
friends, then RTB. Keep me updated with nav readings on those contacts for as long as you can.
In progress?
Alpha, this is Bravo Wing. Orbital bombardment has ceased. We're up next.
Roger, Viking. Have fun down there. What's the status on the drop zone?
Fleet down the surface into Swiss cheese. Craters, fire, and mushroom clouds everywhere. Kilrathi is still putting up resistance.
War makes the universe go round, Viking. Keep their heads down. Out.
Excaliburs, I was listening in. The mission will still proceed as planned.
Roger, Chaos Leader.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Yeah, Viking. We had in the chat here.
While even Abrams, who dare to set foot on our soil, the end of your race draws nigh. There will be no redemption for the sin of your pride against the chosen warriors of Kira.
Cannot see the HUD against this planet.
They seem to be pissed off for some reason.
Well, that usually happens when intruders start to set up shop in somebody else's home.
Intruders, like, you know, us.
Chaos 1, did you pick up on that conversation?
Then Fast movers, protect my Marines. Get us to the ground, we'll do the rest.
That was awesome.
Taking damage. If anyone can assist, please do so.
Okay. Trying to fight away from the planet. So I can see. Oh, no, you don't. I'm doing my part.
We just lost the landing craft.
Oh.
We've taken losses, but ops are still a go. It'll just be more for us to shoot.
We gotta protect the Helldivers.
Making final preparations to drop. Marines, speed, surprise, and violence of action is on our side today. We will drop, we will fight, we will kick their ass. Some of your fellow Marines will die today, but no Marine will die today because he was unaggressive. Marines, kill on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Kill. Yeah, they had no sense of self-preservation. I mean, I'm sometimes, oh, we got another, like,
we've got visual on the drop ships.
on the planet, or, you know, in the atmosphere mission.
Appreciate it.
Like, it's just a fancy skybox, but it's still neat.
Sending you coordinates to the LZ, and I want plenty of covering fire all the way.
Yeah, I am sometimes guilty of playing the game like that, just having no regard for my own self-preservation and just going straight for the objective.
We just stay
But
up here and shoot down Kilrathi
that's because I can reload the game when I die.
Yeah, speaking of which, I'm picking up targets. Looks like jet interceptors, atmospheric type.
A capsule. Was this the thing the last time? That's kind of neat.
That was awesome.
Wait, just ram them. It's fine. As long as it kills them faster. But yeah, every troop transport destroyed is like however many Marines that are on there dead, and like a lot of civilians or just, you know, citizens saved. Well, is an important goal for them. How does the glide work in atmosphere? Good question. I mean, really, the flight model should be completely different, but it isn't. Like, you know, don't worry about it.
Great, kid. Don't get cocky. All clear.
Set coordinates to the next patrol point.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Yeah, it's not really realistic to begin with, so it's, you know, whatever.
Viking, how's the attack going?
Attack's going well. All bunkers and AAAs are mostly suppressed. Marines are doing their thing and making
my
good
fault.
progress. Bollocks! Gatling battery! He's locked onto me! Assassin! Tell him to piss off!
Oh no. Viking gonna die. Okay, he's fine.
Lock and load on the firing line. Enemy ships incoming.
He's on me. I can't shake him. He came from behind. Loosen up. Okay, what does Porkins say before he dies? He's like, I can hold it. I can hold it.
Oh, crap! Assassin just took a missile. Hey, buddy, can you read me? Are you okay?
Yeah, they probably
Assassin, what's the matter? Are you
should have, like, recorded their own Kilrathi dialogue instead of reusing it from Wing Commander 3 because there's so little, so few lines in Wing Commander 3.
There's no smoke, slight damage, and from what I can see, yeah, he's currently flipping me the bird, so I guess that means he's okay. Roger that, Ninja.
Next wave is coming in, Major. Stand by.
Bandits! Coming in from space!
There I
No,
am.
the sun's in my eyes.
Must be those friends Phalanx tipped us about. Relay my last message. Apparently they're all dropped by. tools, every single one of them.
You
They're
cannot
like a pack
defeat
of
the
jealous ex-girls.
Drakai.
They just don't know when to let go.
Great shot, kid. That was 1 in a million. Okay, calm down with the missiles. What did I just say?
More fighters coming in. Both space and ground. They're acting a lot more aggressive, a lot more reckless.
A lot more pissed off?
Excellent choice of words, young one. I could really use your help over here.
Do you not know that for your
Hey,
inevitable
he's back.
destruction, we have prepared an armada so vast and furious?
Fast and furious, you say?
Hope of survival.
Hey look, it's Deathfang again.
It's round what? 130?
More like round one. Can't finish a round when your opponent runs and hides like a little bitch.
Hey, Deathfang.
Yeah, this better be the last
finally
one.
decided to show up, huh? Got tired of hiding behind your flunkies?
The jump thief. Saga is not looking down on your race with favor. By the next moon cycle, your fleet will be destroyed.
I wouldn't bet on that, Deathfang, you Utak.
Call me Utak again, and you will know no bounds of my rage, you filthy ape!
Utak.
Disgraceful human! Warmates, destroy them all.
Grey Wolf, Sandman, Twilight, I want this bastard dead. This fight ends here.
My claws are sharper than yours.
Okay. So this is probably gonna be the actual last fight. does in fact have capital ship health. Wow. Maybe I should take out the ads.
Really use your help over here.
You can die quickly. Better not be running away.
Son of a bitch! Death Fang gone again!
Okay now, think, Sandman, think. If he's cloaked, his shields are down. He can't use his afterburner or make any hard maneuvers in the atmosphere. It'll give him away. He's going way too slow.
Well, we got just the thing for that, don't we? Grey Wolf, boot up the shiny thing.
Powering up. Just give it a few more seconds.
The shiny thing?
I had the thing lying around, courtesy of my old Special Ops unit.
That's what you guys at Special Ops call it, boss? The shiny thing?
Look, we don't need the exact technical details about it. Just know what it does.
Well, what does it do?
Well, apparently, it can detect atmospheric disturbances, including those of cloaked ships. Searching. Not picking him up. Wait. Got him. Barely registering. About 3 clicks. Grey Wolf, you're 4 o'clock low. Judging by the rate of closure, I'd say he's doing about 300 clicks. Sending you the coordinates.
Got him. Manual laser lock initiated. Radar slave laser. Single pulse, full output. Ping, that got his attention.
Okay, he's starting evasive maneuvers, but you've got him like a fish on a line. I've got his comm channel open. Go ahead, reel him in, boss.
Hey, Fleabag. Your war idol Sivar might hate us humans, but he must hate stupid Kilrathi even more. Oh well, such is life.
This is dishonorable. How did you find me?
Once you recognize the pattern of the enemy, you can adapt to it, and your enemy is toast. Your pattern is predictable, Deathfang. One can only cloak and hide for so long before we develop a countermeasure.
Missile slave to the laser lock. Ready when you are.
Please tell me what you use. You dishonorable, filthy weakling.
I used a shiny thing. Goodbye. This time, for real. Alpha Wing. Fire on my signal. Fire!
Really gonna... Oh. See, I thought they were just screwing with him. I didn't think it was gonna be like, oh, the shiny thing is real. I thought they were gonna like trick him into like boosting or something.
Rather anticlimactic if I do say so.
I tracked the trajectory of the debris. At this angle, it will just flat against the mountain.
Well, that takes care of the cremation.
Excaliburs, a new wave of my Marines and a fresh squadron of fighters have entered the area. You are relieved of duty.
Roger that, Chaos One. Viking, you get that?
Yeah, after all that, we don't even get to kill him.
All the way. Bravo Wing, knock it off, knock it off, knock it off. Return to base.
Yeah, that's a little
Okay,
weird.
guys and gals, set the autopilot.
I would have figured they'd like,
do the
you
rest.
know, say all that
Proceed
and
to
trick
next
him into
waypoint.
boosting, which would reveal his position, and then we could kill him. But So this works too, I guess. The shiny thing is real.
Computer configured back to 0G flight.
Thanks for all the assistance down there. We got the LZ secured and we're dropping in more troops. The place will be totally under our control within the hour. I'm going to patch you in with the commandant. He wants to say something to all of you.
Hoorah, Colonel! And bravo
You mean the
to the
Commandant?
Galahad Squadron. It's people like you that make me want to apologize for all the bad things I've said about flyboys. You really pulled through for us today. You hung really tough. As tough as my devil dogs, and more. The Marine Corps will never forget what you did today. Till next time, God bless, and Semper Fi.
Hoorah, Yut Yut, Devil Dog, Marine Corps, Semper Fi. Do jarheads have any other words in their vocabulary?
Okay, can it, Twilight? The man was trying to give us a compliment. All craft, autopilot activate.
Proceed to next waypoint.
More kitty litter. I'm hot today.
Hey, maniac.
Roger that, Colonel. In 4.
Roger that, Colonel.
Maintain radio silence.
Colonel, I'm picking up some Terran radio comms, not picking up any other IFF codes in the area.
Probably electronic interference due to us being near the planet, so we're bound to have intermittent contacts. I wouldn't worry about it.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Hey, it's those guys.
Mission complete.
Need clearance, TCS Hermes?
Galahad Squadron, the Admiral has something to say to you. Stand by.
Galahads, the Marines have taken the planet and are digging in. We also have reports from the other fleets. The Rathi eased up on their attacks, giving us enough time to regroup. Good job all.
Don't say that just yet, Admiral. The Kilrathi are going to realize what just happened, and that they still hold the advantage in numbers. Then we'll really be in for it.
No matter what happens, we did our job. We'll plan as we go. Get them home, Sweeney.
Galahads, landing clearance is in progress. Stand by.
Okay, I love to hear you guys talk and all, but we need to be ready when the Kilrathi come
No,
back.
I don't think they're on the planet
The
yet.
athletes retreat and magically come to the conclusion that we're vulnerable.
We did more to the Kilrathi than they did to us. That's all I need.
Hey, Assassin fixed his radio. Welcome back, buddy.
Shut up. I just pretended to be deaf so I didn't have to listen to you over the comms.
Come on. We all know about those Better Homes and Gardens magazines you've been stowing in your flight bag. What's the matter? Too afraid of cracking one of those things open and reading it in pilot country? I'd like to see you try that.
There should be plenty of cats to go around for all of us. Oh!
Elaine, you okay?
All right, arms hurt like hell. I'm controlling the stick now with my left.
And Avatar says something totally sexist.
Hey, Phalanx, looks like you won't be spanking the monkey anytime soon.
Shut up, Avatar.
I say let the cats come. Hey, we vented Death Fang, right?
Yeah, that scumbag. He can take on anything.
You're all still under the combat high. Just keep it under control. You want to use it, no problem. Just don't let it use you.
Galahad Squadron, you're first in the chute to landing.
Okay. Everybody had to get a word in.
First off, congratulations on Deathfang. He has been a thorn in our side for far too long, and eliminating him is a considerable victory. With all we have lost today, we need to allow ourselves a few moments to appreciate our accomplishments. We have one less Kilrathi ace to worry about. and many brave Confederation pilots have been avenged. However, a few moments to enjoy this victory are all we can spare. Galahads, I'm providing you with a confidential update on the fleet situation. During your last mission, General Taggart sent Admiral Merkin a message. The victory was successful in inserting the Templar strike team into the Kilra system. We have no idea of their progress, or if they're even still operative. However, it seems likely we have done our part in drawing as much attention onto ourselves as we can. We have successfully supported the Marines in their conquest of Freya too. There is still a considerable amount of Kilrathi presence there, but the planet belongs to us. We are going to need it for the next phase of our operation. I know you have all given your best today, but we each will be called upon to get even more. Take what little time we have now to get some rest and prepare to receive new orders. Dismissed.
Time is short and we have a lot of ground to cover. While we were successful in occupying Freya 2, our only real intention in taking the planet was to serve as a diversionary measure. Our real target in this operation is, and always has been, the Rotgar. In order to give the main fleet a chance to survive, we needed something that would serve as an appropriate lure to pull the Rotgar away from attacking our fleet. The strategic value of Freya 2 to the Kilrathi makes it the perfect bait. Intel has informed me that the Rotgar and her escorts have broken off from the main engagement and are heading this way, presumably to regain control of the planet. It is imperative that the Rotgar believes it's only going up against the planetary defenses the Marines have set up, which are considerable, but are not sufficient in and of themselves to take out the Dreadnought. To help the Kilrathi buy this particular deception, the Hermes and several other battle groups have sent their escorts to engagements in highly visible parts of the battlefield. This should lead the Kilrathi to believe that they are defending their respective carriers, which would be holding back somewhere in those regions. With that understanding of the tactical situation, the Rotgar and her escorts would logically close in to bombard the planet, entering deep enough into the planetary gravity well to allow for maximum damage, with the drawback of making their withdrawal more difficult. And that Galahad's is exactly where we want them. Aside from her considerable firepower and fighter complement, the Rotgar is the main command and control ship in this system. If we can neutralize her, we will throw the Kilrathi command structure into disarray, making it harder for them to coordinate their attack and causing confusion in their ranks. This psychological advantage may be exactly what we need to turn the tide of this battle. It's a bold move, perhaps even crazy, but it is the best shot we have. The carrier groups that are part of this operation have been holding their complements of Excaliburs and longbows in reserve specifically for this moment. Our own longbows have taken losses in the action so far, but we still have enough to commit to the operation as well. As the Rotgar drops into position to bombard the marine fortifications, we will use the planet as cover to approach and strike.
It's a trench run, but Maverick is the Death Star.
Final attack wave. Let's make it happen, Galahads. Suit up and man your fighters.
Yeah, I did, say some words that I now regret at the start of this stream. Did promise that I would finish this no matter what.
Time is short and we have a lot.
No, keep doing that. So here's what I'm gonna do. I will give this one try. If I beat it, I beat it. If I lose, then we'll finish it tomorrow. Or I mean, not tomorrow, next week.
Galahads, you are clear to launch.
Saratoga, we've got incoming fighters and bombers. Estimate 200 plus. We need lots of cap ships coming up behind them.
Confirmed. Stand by for orders.
Be advised. The carrier Wasp is under heavy attack. We are taking hull damage. Request capital ship missile fire support from destroyer group Sierra Bravo Zulu.
Sounds like the defecation really hit the ventilation in the main front.
I don't envy them. Well, I don't envy us either, to tell the truth.
Vampire! We have a skipper missile decloaking
Will not be plagued tomorrow.
All fighters intercept that skipper. Repeat, all fighters intercept.
late! The skipper is impacted! Holy crap! The Wasp is breaking up! All fighters, get clear of the blast zone!
We're running out of time. Miss Sweeney, give us the picture.
Here's the sitrep. All task forces are heavily engaged, with both sides taking heavy losses. We have multiple breaches on our line. Marine forces on Freya 2 report the Hrothgar and her escorts are closing in. Airstrikes have already begun. The Lincoln strike group is less than 1 minute out from the Hrothgar. You are to proceed through the planned nav route to mask your approach.
Nav route confirmed. Galahad, let's move.
Proceed to next waypoint.
We're at the Vanguard. From here on out, clear out the airspace.
I have an update on the Lincoln strike on the Hrothgar. They caused some damage to the escorts and eliminated several fighter squadrons, but no hits on the Dreadnought, and losses were total. Report, no Lincoln pilots made it back. The Invincible strike team is up next.
That's not the news I wanted to hear. Hopefully the Invincible strike team will have a bit of luck.
Luck has nothing to do with it. Sometimes the only road to victory is paved with dead bodies. Hopefully more of theirs than ours.
Now there's a cheerful thought.
Fighter group, be advised. The Kilrathi fighter wave is less than 1 minute out. Stand by to engage.
We will assist, but we can't stay long.
We'll take whatever help we can get for as long as we can get it.
Galahad, remember we've got a tight schedule here. Get to it.
Try the cats, make it quick. Got it.
Is that guy Kiwi? Yes, he is. Viking.
That was pretty good. I'm impressed.
Thanks for the assistance. There's no rest for the weary. It seems we have another wave incoming, but they're our problem, not yours. You need to proceed on mission. You have your job, and we have ours.
Good luck.
To you, as well.
Hermes, request sitrep before proceeding.
The Invincible strike team is currently heavily engaged with the target. They report at least
It
one
would be
escort
really
destroyed.
bad to fail
Situation
one of
is
these later
continuing to
missions
develop.
because there's so much dialogue.
Very well. Let's proceed, Galahad.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Death Killer. I don't know. I don't know if there will be a last guy. The final boss might be the capital ship.
Colonel, I'm picking up friendly forces inbound. IFF codes indicate TCS Invincible fighters. We have Kilrathi fighters in pursuit trying to pick off the stragglers.
Get those cats off their backs, Galahad. That's the last of the little ankle biters. Far, this is Venom. How did it go out there?
Resistance was a lot tougher than anticipated. We hit that dreadnought with everything but the kitchen sink. It didn't slow her down one bit.
It was a massacre out there. Kilrathi fighters everywhere.
Did you try going
That
into
thing's
the
a
hangar
monster.
bay?
What is it, invincible?
You guys are doomed, man! Doomed! They got us down left and right!
Doomed!
It's a suicide mission. A bloody suicide mission.
Well, they're really building up the capital ship,
Now we'll
so
retreat in a dignified
I think
fashion.
that's going to be the final
Most
boss.
damaged ships will autopilot home. Those able to fight will hang back and form defensive formations here. One last thing. Don't expect any cap ship missile support. Those destroyers are all gone.
Things are going just as planned, huh?
You know, you have such a positive attitude.
It's one of his most endearing qualities. The Armageddon strike team should be arriving on the scene momentarily. We're going in right after them.
Game over,
Good luck,
man.
Galahad.
Game
You'll
over.
need it.
Proceed to next waypoint.
If they had just sent the Bradshaw into another ship instead of blowing it
Yeah,
up prematurely.
It's like just a few of them. Probably just intended to delay us. Swat the pests and let's move on. Oh, damn! That was a pretty cool show.
Yes, these are here to waste our time. These to waste our time, like... Just because the game admits to it doesn't mean it's okay. Yep, our strategy of sending wave after wave of our own men is not working.
Galahads, I'm getting a laser link message from the Armageddon strike team. I'll relay it to the rest of you. I want you to hear this.
Venom, this is MD. I'll make this quick. We've taken out a swarm of fighters and several cap ships, and we managed to beat up the remaining escorts pretty good. We landed several good hits on the Rockbar. Her shields are heavily damaged, but we haven't been able to do much more than that.
Sounds like you did quite a bit better than the previous waves.
Well, of course. What did you expect?
How are you guys holding up?
Bad. All our bombers are gone. Merlins and the rest are running low on fuel and high on damage. We won't last much longer. It's in your court now. We'll do what we can, but if the Dreadnought is going down, you're going to have to be the ones to make it happen.
Roger. We'll make it count. Anything else?
Yeah. I bet you'll get killed first.
Ah, feelings mutual. Venom out.
Well, sounds like we have a lot of cleanup work to do.
How considerate of them to leave me plenty of kills to add to my collection.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Tally ho, I've got a visual. I see one dreadnought and 4 escort capital ships.
Jeez, no matter how many times I see one of those dreadnoughts, it still amazes me how big they are.
Venom to Ranger. What's your status? Over.
Venom, we are up to our eyeballs in Kilrathi fighters and bombers down here. So far, we've been able to keep them off the Marine fortifications.
I got a hangar bay I can hang out in.
The Marines are setting up.
Last I heard, they were just about ready to go. We're working hard to keep them alive long enough to start firing.
Sorry to interrupt, sirs, but we've got a large group of backtops trying to overrun the missile launchers. Ranger, we could really use some backup here.
Kettle, get your squadron in there. I'll be right with you.
Confirmed. We are moving to engage.
Venom, get to work. We'll keep up our side of the bargain.
Roger. Good hunting, Ranger.
Heads up, we've got fighters breaking from the Rotgar and heading our way.
Galahad's time to divide and conquer. Alpha Wing, you're with me. We're going to engage the fighters. Bravo and Charlie, you slip past the fighters and go after the Rotgar. Knock down her shields and start going after the turrets. Ignore the escort ships for the time being.
Might die here. Oh god. Take this out. But I don't know why those turrets were so beefy. But, yeah, I'm not doing too hot. And just hang out here. There's 2 hangars. It's my latent desire. Am I not doing damage to this thing? It is like not taking damage for some reason. Yeah, that was weird. Huh? With a like collision with bar. I don't know why I was going so far. So like that was weird. I went really fast for some reason, even though I had the throttle at 0. Doesn't count. I ran it, but like, why did I run into it? I had my throttle at 0. Like I just shot forwards for some reason. But yeah, that's an invincible ship, which is bullshit. Yeah, it's got plot armor at 28%. Yeah, well, that's unfortunate, but we'll get it next time. I'll just like focus on destroying turrets, I guess.
Second ship watch standards. Prepare to assume the watch.
I mean, the engine was destroyed, but I was, nope, not jumping to XWVM, unfortunately. I really thought I was going to finish this. But yeah, this is the end for this week. If you just, like, I did destroy an engine, but, like, it's only one of however many engines. And, like, yeah, I don't know why it would, like, the difference in speed would change so quickly. But yeah, focus on the Dreadnought and just shoot those turrets. But yeah, thanks for watching as always. And tune in to next week when we really will, actually, for real, beat this game. And then play some XWVM. Alright. See you later.